In this video, I want to take a look at a game which I played against the same opponent whom I've beaten now 11 times in a row. So hopefully it'll be 20 soon. And well, the analysis is basically all computer generated because I don't think I could have played better. The game was pretty smooth from beginning to end, and well, I decided to play the Nimzovich-Larsen Opening because, well, I just wanted to have some fun. The rating difference just made it kind of boring to just keep playing my usual openings. And after this move, I was very happy because I thought I was just gonna crush him, which turned out to be the case. He should have played either e5 or d5 just to pretty much equalize right away. But I guess he didn't know the theory, so he just decided to mirror my strategy, which is never a good idea. Kids tend to do that quite a bit, and well, they usually do it on the same side of the board as opposed to what my opponent did. That being said, it's not like this position is losing or anything. I mean, it's been played by Ding Loren, Shakriar Mamyudarov, who else? Magnus Carlsen. Maybe you've heard of him. And well, here I played e4. The engines like this move. I mean, you will see throughout the game they just keep pointing to this move like over and over again, just to play d6. And in some variations also c5 or e6. So this is the computer line. So if my opponent allows me to push the pawn, then I'm going to do it. And then we're basically transposing into an Alekhine Defence, which if you're not an Alekhine player, it's just very difficult to play with the black pieces. Just like a Benoni, you just don't have a lot of space and your pieces are cramped. So it's just, I mean, it's difficult to play if you don't know what you're doing, which my opponent obviously wasn't, familiar with these types of structures. The engines prefer knight f4, which I think this is a fun variation. Up to here, I pretty much get what white is doing, but I think f4 is just a bit much, even though the engines like it. I don't think I would play this way simply because, well, after castling, I don't think this king is very safe. Just with the open everything, the file, the diagonal. And again, d6, which in the Alekhine, I mean, this is pretty much thematic. And c5 again, just to break down black center. And well, also when you play c5, now you can play knight c6 without blocking the pawn, which is what you want. And also now the bishop can come to f5. So yeah, this position is not that great for white. In fact, at this depth, black is apparently slightly better, but really I think it's just equal. And here went h4 with the simple idea of just pushing h5, and if d6 or d5 are played, I can just go king f1 and my king is pretty safe. But the engines like to castle, and again d5 just to get space in the center. And this move doesn't make any sense. So maybe some of you are laughing right now because, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, unless you're planning on going knight a8 in order to play b5, I don't know what you're doing. And, well, knight a8 just looks even worse than rook b8. Again, d6 is pretty much the only move. And the engines think that this is pretty much the losing move. The evaluation just goes crazy after this, goes to like +3. Again, d6. And here I just love white's position because you have these double isolated pawns. You have ideas of queen e2, rook e1, knight e4, rook e1. I mean, and the engines don't like this move. They like queen d2. Again, d6, same idea. I mean, you have to play this when you play the Alekhine Defence, which is essentially what we're playing. Well, here I was very surprised about this move by the engines. This looks like a very interesting position to play. I would have definitely gone for this if, you know, I had this position. It seems like a fun position to play, just very sharp. And even here, this position looks fun. So yeah, here Stockfish gave this an exclamation mark, which I thought was pretty funny because it just seemed like the most obvious move. And here my opponent decided not to take the knight. I guess, you know, after losing so many games, he kind of trusted me that I had an idea. And the engines just decide to give up the exchange so that this queen has this open file and you don't get mated. And well, here queen f3 the engines don't like that much because, well, there's a few moves that are trying to hold on for black, but I mean this position is already lost. And here you have to go king f8. If you take, you just get mated. And well, you just win the exchange, and now you're winning the knight. So this is just a pretty simple technical win. Yeah, here my opponent just blundered with d5. And then after this, it's just mate. and you have one move, and you have 3 ways to checkmate. I decided to do it with the pawn just because I think aesthetically it's more appealing, because, well, the bishop, you're not taking the bishop, you are leaving the bishop on the board, and, well, you're checkmating with the pawn. I don't know. You could do it with the queen or with the rook. And yeah, 17 moves. So like I said, pretty smooth game. Anyway, if you like the video, do give the video a thumbs up and share and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video.